Hey guys, I'm going to redrop this video. So if you're watching this again and you're like, hey, didn't you just drop this one? Yes, I did. But what ended up happening was I messed up, and I messed up on the scoop size. So I'm gonna play the rest of the video and also add the correct scoop size with a picture so you guys can actually know that it is legit and that is. So I apologize for that. So now let's get on with the review.
What's good, everybody? I know you're like, hey, you're wearing that shirt for the third time, third video in a row. I'm like, yes, because I'm doing all the Dark Lab products, all three of them: the crack purple, the crack gold, and now the new Maniaco V2 pre-workout from the which is the collab with GGH, the big homie in Detroit, and Dark Labs. Sorry for that. I'm a little antsy. Drank that little ghost, little pick me up. But regardless, honestly, I just gotta say they did it up with this label, and I feel like it's fire, especially with that green effect in the back. Like, let me see if I can show you guys. It looks tough with that green. You gotta hold it in your hand more than anything, man. And it has like that 3D pop, so you feel it on the top. And I feel like this is a great looking label. And for me, I got the green apple flavor. Now the label will change colors depending on the flavor that you get.
All right, so the
So
scoop
this one,
size for the new Maniaco V2 is 24 for a flat level scoop. So it's 2 grams over the recommended amount, which is 22.1 grams. So you will have to weigh it out. So I do want to give an apology again to GGH and also Dark Labs and also everybody who saw the previous review, and it might have, like, stirred them away from picking up the Maniaco V2, this new version for 2025. I honestly just did it really quick in the morning, and I just, didn't double check it. I was like, oh, it's off, it's off. But I was the one that was off more than anybody. Again, the flat level scoop is 24
all right.
grams.
So let's jump into the flavor. Now, the flavor is pretty nice in the sense of it's not leaning on the acidic or anything like that. The green apple for me, it tastes or sour at all. It tastes nice and smooth, not heavy on the stomach. Didn't give me any real heartburn or anything like that. But I do want to add, like I said in the previous video, for all the Dark Lab products, they do not add any food coloring, so it's like a clearish white color. So again, that's something that if you do not like food coloring in there, it's great for this pre-workout. So now when I tasted this, I was like, it's slamming. My lips didn't pucker too much or anything like that, but for a green apple flavor, it is slamming. You can always try out the other flavors. And also, they did right with when it came to all the flavors, especially on the V1, that pineapple mango, I think it was, because it matches. Yeah, the mango pineapple, it matches the pump. Oof, that one is slamming as well. So if you want to pick up V1 and V2, you can, and you will see a difference on it. All right, so let's move on to the supplement facts, and let's see how the V2 compares to the V1 of the Maniaco pre-workout. Now we are getting a 1 scoop serving size, and this is something the homie always is pushing for. And the reason why I say that is because he doesn't like that 1 scoop, 2 scoop, and he goes into his little. I feel like it's like almost like a little lullaby kind of thing because he goes into that Dr. Seuss uh, uh, iteration. So for me, I always laugh it up when he goes and throws that in the mix for the reviews. Um, so like I said, we are getting a 1 scoop serving size, and we're getting it at 22.1 milligrams. And now we are getting first ingredient in here is some L-citrine at 10,000 milligrams. So it is the recommended amount. So for everybody who was like, hey, the new 2025 Dark Lab products are not meeting the recommended amount, well, the Maniaco V2 is meeting that. So you will get the pumps. Now, if you don't get any pumps, something's up with you guys, because you're supposed to get natural pumps, but with the 10,000 milligrams of pure L-citrulline, you should get some pumps. Now, following that, we are getting some L-tyrosine at 4,000 milligrams. So we are getting some beta-alanine at 3,200 milligrams. Again, the recommended amount. So nobody can cry about, hey, you didn't add, the 3,200 milligrams of beta-alanine for me to feel the tingles, the sense of urgency. Regardless, you are going to feel it, but we are getting the recommended amount. Now, for the energy that's going to push us through our gym session, it is the caffeine anhydrous at 400 milligrams. Again, anything over 300 for me is going to be High-Stim. So 400 will have you going, and it had me flying too, man. Now, following that, we're getting some 2-amino at 300 milligrams. Now, you're like, okay, something's going up with these 2025 Dark Labs products. They keep increasing on the 2-amino, and you are correct. We had, I believe, it was like 230, 240, and now we're getting 300. So it is a lot. Let me just get a little sip of water, because I'm doing this review for you guys, and I got the heat on, so because it's been weird lately. It's been hot and then cold out of nowhere. All right. So, following the 2-amino, let's see if I get this word right. We're getting some N-phenethylamine citrate at 300 milligrams. One day, man. Just one day. I'm going to get that. Say those 30, 35, or 36 letters correctly. And that day, I will be like doing something, like I'll probably just give away something. I don't know if I get it correct. Now we are getting we are getting it at 300 milligrams. Following that, we're getting some Wolfia vomitoria, which is 90% of the alpha yohimbine at 2 milligrams. So we will feel this amount of alpha yohimbine at 2 milligrams. So that is the last ingredient we are getting here for the Maniaco V2 pre-workout. And honestly, after the 2 previous experiences with the Dark Labs products, I was praying to the stem god. I was like, please let me get a blessed tub, something that you just threw that little sprinkle on, something that would just amplify everything and just keep me up in the sky with you, man. So I was like, okay, boom. Everybody met up at the gym. We tried this one out. I did not try this out previously before I met up with anybody, because I was like, the previous time I took the Maniaco V1 when it first came out, we all met up in the gym. We all was like, hey, we're gonna do our reviews on how everything is, and. So if you did not watch that review, I'll add at the end so you guys can see it, because my boy did a parking lot review on that. That's how good he felt. So I was like, I gotta get us, that's something different. That'll tell you something about a pre-workout. So enough about that. Let's get back to the Maniaco V2 and the effects of this. So this one, honestly, I took this with food. The first time I tried this one with everybody. At first, I wasn't feeling bad at all. But I guess it's something, maybe I should have ate a little bit more or something. But I did get an upset stomach, but about 2 hours later. So after my gym session, like right on the drive, right when I was like 20 minutes from my house or something, or 30 minutes, something didn't sit right with me, and I did run it again. I just want to let you guys know, keeping it 100 with you guys, transparent, and I'll let GGH know, so this is not a surprise for him if he sees the video. So the effects do come in pretty quick. Within the first 10 minutes, you are going to feel the beta, and this one I feel like is more like a creeper, in the sense of like, we were stretching, and we decided to do some basketball. We haven't played basketball in months because it's winter. We can't run it outside, and everybody packs that gym so much that we're like, okay, now people are still playing outside, because some, like when it's like hoodie season, they hit the courts more. So the gym was pretty empty for just a full court. That's what I'm gonna say. And I did drop on Instagram a post of everybody playing basketball. But coming back to how it hits, like I said, it was a creeper. So around like the next 5 to 10 minutes, you're like, okay, you're waiting around. You're like, okay, I just drank it. and you will start waking up. You will start feeling this. This one is more of a energy driven, DMHA pre-workout more than anything. And I felt, like I said, energy driven, so I felt more of a endurance and more a focus first. Especially when we started running up and down the courts. We started playing that full court basketball game. So for me, I felt it around like 25 to 30 minutes of that DMHA hit, like an awakening feeling. I really wasn't paying attention to my watch because we were passing the ball, running up and down the court. But regardless, I started feeling like a nice nootropic DMHA hit, and then I started feeling alpha yo, and I'm like, feeling a little hotter, sweating more than usual. And I'm like, okay, I'll see what's going on. And I'm feeling good. And this one kind of is a little different because it leans more on the aggressive side than the happy go feel that you would want, like that certain DMHA pre-workouts give you. But I felt like it was much needed for a full court basketball game because everybody's going hard and everybody's trying to win. So this kind of just leans into that. Excuse me. Double checking the mic, and you will just be feeling just amazing on it, and you will have that aggression that you're not gonna let anybody. You're not gonna back down from anybody stripping the ball from you or from trying to, just score on you. Period. Like I'm 5'7". If you guys don't know, so I was jumping up trying to make as many blocks as I could. If not, I would just get hit and get fouled, and then we'll get the ball back. But regardless, this will have you amped up. And comparing it to the other products, like in the other version, this one feels like it is a keeper, and this does feel great. Like for some reason, the manufacturer didn't like tweak it too much in the sense of how the other Dark Lab products, the new ones came out, were compared to the previous versions. So this one, I was like, thank you. I literally just said a prayer. But I was like, man, this is an amazing feeling. And afterwards, after the full court game, everybody was able to finish working out, and it was like an hour basketball because you know how full court games go, especially for us in the mid 30s. Some of them were young as well, but some people wanted to take breaks, water breaks, whatever it is. So it does take time, and people had fouls and all that. So it reached an hour. Afterwards, we did hit some weights, but it was like about like 30 minutes at most because we were just drained. Because this Maniaco V2 just had us going hard, and the aggressiveness on this was just amazing in the sense of like we got down to business. We weren't taking any smack from nobody, and when we got to the weights, I was able to just do a little bit more and go a little bit more harder on the weights. Aside from that, one of my friends, shout out to Nisa if you're watching the review. Honestly, he is a maniaco because after the 1 hour and a half gym session, me, my brother, and my other boy who did the parking lot review for the first Maniaco um, pre-workout that GGH dropped with Dark Labs. Um, he was spent, like he was done. But my boy Misa, he continued in the gym, so he's a true Maniaco, and I feel like I gotta bless him with a tub in a couple weeks or something, just because he will use it more than me in the gym for sure. He's a 6 day a week gym person, no matter what. But regardless, coming back to how I felt afterwards, how I did feel afterwards, I felt good. But around that 2 hour time frame, I don't know if I ate something that didn't sit right with me, but I felt a little nausea. But it went away after I drank some Alka Seltzer. Then the second time, same time frame that it took to feel the effects, the DMHA, and all that came together beautiful. The Alpha Yo, I felt that a little stronger because I wasn't doing cardio first. I did some weights first and then I did the cardio. So I felt it a little stronger then. And also the other stimulants in the pre-workout. So all in all, for the 2 times I did try this one, I felt great on it. Just a little different. Like for me personally, I felt a little bit too aggressive on it, and I already have a an aggressive character or some or some type of a because for me, I'm very transparent. I'm very upfront with everything. I'm a New Yorker guy, so who lives in Georgia, so you know it's not. I get ticked off at certain things, but when I'm in the gym, bro, you I try to stay positive, but this one had me like on that, oof, like, hey, yo, like I'm not taking this. No, you're not taking the ball from me, or like I got that machine, I held it down. You know, I was feeling like that. I was feeling good, but able to hit the gym and all that. So all in all, guys, aside from me getting the upset stomach, that nausea stuff that I did get, and I'm the first one that did get it, and my brother also did feel no nauseous, but his went away as well, like within 20 minutes. I guess it's something that didn't sit right with us, but I felt like it was, we both ate the same meal. So I felt like this is something that you need to eat something heavier. So empty stomach, I wouldn't recommend this one. Eat something that's gonna hold you down. So for my Spanish people, eat some mangú, you know, they golpe, something like that. And for everybody else, you know, eat something more than oatmeal or something, you know, to hold you down. You're gonna need something very sturdy to hold you down, because you are going to go hard in the gym anyway. So you're gonna burn off those calories and just have a blast at the gym. So guys, if you do want to pick this one up, you can head over to nutricartel.com and use my discount code WFS for 15% off your entire order. So I am happy to say that this, out of the 3 new Dark Lab products, the new Maniaco V2 is something worth keeping and something worth buying again and again. The other ones, that's if you want to dabble and dip your toe in. I'm just keeping it a buck with you guys. And with that, guys, I'll leave you and I'll catch you on the next supplement review.